What's up, everybody? This your boy Big Hawk, and welcome to my new channel, Aaron Hawkins Speaks, home of my perspective podcast. New channel, same great content. Check this out. Before we get started, thank you to everybody that's rocking with me. We're looking to grow the channel. It's a new channel. Had to switch things up um, for various reasons, algorithm, things like that. But no harm, no foul. We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna still give you the same great content. Um, just hope to grow the channel. Before we get started, disclaimer: I'm just an old head with a mic and a message. Man, I ain't got no titles behind my name. I ain't got no big letters behind my name. I just got life experiences, man. Channel, the podcast, my perspective podcast is simply this: we teach personal development. We teach self-awareness, self-accountability, and self-mastery, but we do it in a form of telling stories, my personal stories based on my personal experiences. Hence the name My Perspective Podcast. But don't get it twisted, don't get it confused. We are on a mission to teach, to help others grow and become the best version of themselves, the best version of themselves. I just do it from the preference or the landscape of my past experiences, primarily a lot of failures I made in life. So I hope you can learn from my mistakes. That's the reason for My Perspective Podcast. I'm giving you insights, wisdom, nuggets, keys, tips based on my lens of life. That's it. So I hope what I say resonate with you. I hope it provokes thought, and I also hope that it provokes change. But if not, no harm, no foul. 'Cause guess what? At the end of the day, it's just my perspective. If you hear what I say and you can use it, man, take it and run with it. Learn and grow from my mistakes, my life experience, my past phase, so on and so forth. But if it don't do you no good, man, bottle it up and throw it in the trash. It wasn't meant for you. No harm, no foul. Because at the end of the day, guess what? I'm sharing things based on my experiences, how I seen life and how I see life. That's just it. But don't get it messed up. Don't get it confused. Man, there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to achieve your goals and dreams. We just giving it to you based on my perspective. And I hope it do you some good. Let's get into it. Man, in life, when you got direction, you got focus, you got purpose. You know what I'm saying? When you going somewhere, um, you know what? It's okay to look back. It's okay to look back. This ain't Sodom and Gomorrah. You ain't gonna turn to a pillar of salt if you look back. Cause check this out. In order to know where you're going, you got to know where you come from. You got to know where you've been. You know what I'm saying? It's good to take a look back to see where God brought you from. It's good to take a look back to see the progress you have made on this journey called life and on this journey in pursuing your purpose, on pursuing your destiny, on pursuing greatness, to become exceptional, to becoming the best version you can be every day. It's okay to look back. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Um, reflect, refine, repeat. I'm gonna say it one more time. Reflect, refine, and repeat. In life, it's good to reflect. It's good to do self-assessments. It's good to do a periodical check-in on yourself to see where you're at in life, to see where you come from, to see your progress and where you're going. That's all looking back is reflecting on where God brought you from and reflecting on your progress you're making on your road to fulfilling your purpose. Right? I do this a lot. I do this a lot. From time to time, I personally just sit down because I'm a driver. My profession is trucking. I'm a driver by profession, so I got a lot of time on my hand to think, a lot of quiet time, just think and reflect and to analyze where I'm at in life, where I'm going in life, where I'm stumbling at, and where I'm making strides at. That's all reflecting is. You can call it self-assessment, self-analysis, reflecting, however you want to call it. For today's topic, we're gonna call it reflect. It's good. I'm gonna go as far as to say it's very critical that you reflect on where God brought you from. You reflect on your progress in life from where you started from to where you at thus far. It does a couple of things. It lets you know what you're doing good, but it also lets you know where you're stagnant at, right? It lets you know the progress you're making, but it also lets you know where your struggles lie. But it also lets you know what you're made of, right? It lets you know what you're made of. Uh, we're not the same person we was yesterday. We're ever evolving, but in our evolution, we still sometimes bring along bad habits, bad traits, uh, bad practices, right? That's why you self-reflect to see what strides you're making and what challenges you are facing. That's good to reflect. And once you reflect, once you take that time out periodically, I mean, you could do it every week, you do it every month, you could just do it periodically from time to time, whenever it crosses your mind. There's no science to it, right? But every so often, man, stop, woosah, get into a meditative state, and just clear your mind and just reflect on life. Reflect on where you're being, reflect on where you started from, and see the progress on where you're going, and where you're headed. Do you need to make a detour? Do you need to change direction? Do you need to refocus? Do you need to reprogram? Those are the things that reflecting causes. It causes you to make necessary and vital changes in your course of direction in life. Some reflection is, man, I'm doing great. I'm making great strides. I can just keep pushing forward. I can mash the gas a little harder. Or it can show you the stumbling block that you didn't hurdle. I'm still struggling in this area. I still got this I need to take care of. I still got these relationships I need to mend. Whatever the case may be, these are the things that reflecting causes you to do, and it's for your good. It's for your good. You're not stuck in the past. You're not. It's not for you to stay stuck in the past, right? It's for you to analyze where you're at based on where you've been to determine where you're going. That's what reflecting does, right? So once you took the time to reflect on your past self, because remember, we're striving to become the best version of us we can be every day. It's a daily journey, it's a daily battle, it's a daily challenge for us to become the best version we can be every day. That's the goal. That's the goal. So once you did your reflecting and once you did your self analysis, right? Now it's time to refine the process. Do I need to make changes over here to make the process smoother, to block out more distraction? Or do I need to make changes over here to tighten the screws up over here, to loosen up the screws over here, to make things smoother, to make things more refined, to make this, create more speed, velocity, things of that nature, right? Refining is a process of creating better progress, creating perfection, if you will. I don't believe in perfection because there will never be a perfect time to do anything, but it's always about progress. It's always about um, building your progress, building your momentum. Because to become successful, it don't have to take that long. You can be successful fairly quickly in whatever endeavors you desire to get involved in, and it can happen fairly quicker, or quicker than you desire, or quicker than you may think if you do things like reflecting, refining, and then repeat the process. So refining is sharpening up the areas where you're good at to make them better. Refining is cutting off or shedding the areas where you was hindering you, so you can get smoother, so you can get quicker, so you can get stronger, so you can get better. This is what refining does. Uh, I would say getting tried by fire, that you may come out as pure gold. Refining eliminates the impurities. Refining eliminates the negative things that's hindering you, that may be holding you back. That's what the refining process does. Pure gold that goes through the fire, it pulls out all the impurities. It pulls out all the negative attributes that makes the gold less valuable. That's what the refining process does. It makes you more valuable. It makes you more attractive. Not from a physical standpoint, oh, he look good, she look good, but from a standpoint of excellence, from a standpoint of being exceptional. Understand what I'm saying? Like from that standpoint. So when people see you, they see that good energy. They see that um they see the personal development that you've been doing. It's taking shape and it's evident because of the aura that's around you, because of the energy that you exuberate, that exuberates from within you. And it's from the confidence that you carry when you step into every room. That's what refining does. It builds these character traits in you. Become exceptional. Become more confident. Yes, yes, this is what the refining process does. It makes you feel good about yourself because you can see the improvements in you. Yeah, yeah. So you reflect, to check, to do a self checkup to see where you're at and see where you may be struggling at. You refine to remove the impurities, and you repeat the process, right? And you repeat the process. Go on for a little ways. You feel yourself getting weary and well doing. Do another self reflection. Time to do another self reflection. You may be killing it in one area, but you may see you slowing down in another area. Time to do some refining. Time to put that heater to you, to clean out those impurities, to clean up all those negative traits and attributes you may have uh, let slip back in unawares to you. That's the reason for reflecting. Because sometimes we get comfortable. Sometimes we get to a place where we just think we got it all together, so we begin to let mediocrity creep back in. We begin to let average and ordinary creep back in. We ain't got time to be average. The worst place you can be in life, that's average. You know why? Because being average, it makes you comfortable. You have a decent job. It may not be the job that you want, but you're able to live in a nice place. You're able to afford your mortgage or your rent. You own a job that ain't your ideal profession, but they give you a good enough salary to keep you coming back week in and week out. They give you benefits just good enough to make you okay with where you at. That's average. But you want to strive to be exceptional, where you can write your own check, where you can create your own rules. Even if you don't want to be an entrepreneur, even if you don't want to be your own boss, guess what? You can create so much value in your career field that they will deem you irreplaceable or indispensable. It's called creating value. That's why you do self reflection. That's why you do refining. That's why you repeat the process. You put these two principles on autopilot, or these three principles on autopilot, you will stay fine tuned longer than not. When we just live life haphazardly, when we just live life non-intentionally, we just stumbling through life, tripping and falling over this. There's no way we use the term "I fell in love." There's no way you should fall in love. You should be intentional about the person you want to love. You should be intentional about the career field you want to go into. I'm talking from experience because I made a lot of mistakes in these areas. Yeah, I tripped and fell in love a dozen times, And all of them didn't work because I wasn't intentional about nothing. I just found jobs just to say because I needed a job. I didn't choose a career path that was worthy or that was worthwhile me wanting to grow in for a long time. I'm in trucking on purpose. This was the only career field that I love. I loved it so much I do it for free. But my time is drawing near. It's time to transition into a new profession. Time to transition into something new, and that's what I'm doing now. It's the podcast. It's my teaching. It's my sharing. So, but before trucking, even in trucking, I, I I didn't always go for the ideal job, the ideal position in trucking. Man, you got kids and a wife, and you're behind the eight ball. Your bills are the bills may not be all the way paid up. You gotta just grab anything. That's when you're not living life on purpose. You're just stumbling through life. I did it for a long time, y'all. I did it for a long time. But when I discovered my purpose, when I discovered direction, things changed. Things change. This is why I'm sharing with you because things can change for you too. You don't have to be mediocre. You can be exceptional. And exceptional doesn't mean you got all the riches, you got all the fame, you got all the shine. It don't mean that. It means you got the right mindset. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It starts up here, and it translates here, and it gives you motion to move forward. It gives you that motion, that drive to move forward. And nobody believe in you. But you shall always do self-reflection, then self-refining, then repeat the process. This should be a lifelong uh, part of your life for the rest of your life. Reflect, refine, repeat. This should be a part of your life for the rest of your life because it's going to keep you fine tuned. It's going to keep you sharp. It's going to keep you on your game. And also, I'm going to add this to it. I wasn't going to share this, but I'm just going to throw this in as a bonus. Find you a mentor. Find somebody you can confide in. Find somebody you can talk to with no judgment. Who's going to give it to you straight. Who love you enough. Somebody who love you enough to call you out on your jump when you think you got it going on. That's what you need. You reflect and refine and repeat. You also need somebody who done been where you trying to go, who can see what you can't see. Yeah, this is what we need when we're pursuing our purpose, when we're pursuing greatness, when we're trying to become exceptional, when we're trying to become legendary. It's what you need. So don't never get so comfortable that you think you got it all together. Stop and take the time to reflect on where God brought you from. And then look at the good and the bad. And then when you see the bad, start refining yourself to pull out the impurity, to pull out the negativities, to pull out the distractions, to pull out the naysayers, to pull out the self-doubt and become intentional and start living life on purpose. Start living life with direction. Start living life with motion. It's how you're gonna get from one level to the next, so on and so forth. Yeah. Add this to your repertoire. Add this to your list of um, things you do on purpose, right? Add this to the not I don't want to call them duties, to your routine. Add this to your routine because successful people live on a routine. They live on a schedule. They live by calendar. If it's not on your calendar, it don't exist. Add this to your calendar that you do every 3 months, every 4 months, or every month, or however you want to do it. There's no correct science to it, but every so often, reflect, refine, and repeat the process. And I guarantee you, you'll begin to see um, momentum in your life, great strides in your life. and you'll begin to see yourself leaving mediocrity into a life of exceptionality. Yes. You want to be unusually great. You want to be unusually good. That's exceptional. This is how you become exceptional. Living life on purpose by reflecting, refining, and repeating the process. Try it out and see. Maybe you're already doing it. If you are, kudos to you, man. Keep up the good work. Keep the momentum going. And if you're not, then try it and see. There's nothing like discovering the issues in your life yourself. Because I know for a fact, when somebody tell you your life jacked up, you ain't trying to hear that shit. All my friends, I'm trying to stop cursing. Because I want an audience that everybody can listen to me. My mama don't listen to me because she said I cuss too much. I'm trying to do better, y'all. Y'all stay with me. We gonna get there. But when somebody tell you your life jacked up and you ain't trying to hear it, you think they hating on you, you think they don't mean you no good, but they can see it. But it's beautiful when you see it yourself. If you don't do reflecting, if you don't reflect, how can you refine and repeat? It all starts with self-reflection. It all starts with self-analysis. When you got some free time, you got some quiet time, just do a woosah. Get into a meditative state. And then just see where God brought you from. And so God can show you what you're still struggling with. The negativity, the negative thoughts, the not so good mindset. So you can begin to refine yourself, pull out the impurities, pull out the impurities so you can shine. You just continue to repeat the process every so often. Reflect, refine, repeat. That's all I got for you today. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. You find the content good, you find the content great, subscribe to my channel and share the content. Let's grow together. It's your boy Big Hulk. Till next week, man. I love y'all. Peace.